So, hello everyone. Today it's a new camera day. So, I was down at my local analog store here in Hamburg, the Chrome store, and there was this absolutely mint, pristine looking camera in the shelf there, and I it triggered my gas and I just needed to have it. And it's a Nikon FM2. And lately, or ever since I got the Nikon ZF last year, been getting more and more interested in the Nikon system. Before that I was more Fuji or Pentax or the Leicas or anything like that. But now I'm looking deeper into the Nikon system. So yeah, when I came in, it was like boxed, and I talked to the seller there, and he said that it's the previous owner. He just opened the box and put it back in again, and that's it. And that's why it's in such amazing condition. There's not a scratch, not a fingerprint, nothing. So I'll take it out here and show you. There we go. So that's it, the Nikon FM2 black paint. And first impressions when I held it, it feels really good. It's right on the edge of feeling a little bit cheap, but still premium. But I think it weighs closer to feeling premium. There are some plastic details, but everything is like solid, and even the buttons feels really nice and that kind of thing. So yeah, I think it feels really good. It just doesn't feel as solid as some of my other cameras, perhaps, like the Pentaxes and that kind of thing. This one is actually much heavier. It feels heavier than this one does. But it feels really good. First impressions are very good, and I'm quite happy about it. Now, I did have to pay a premium for this. It is in mint condition. I bought it in a not very cheap store. So I had to pay 500 for it, which is probably at least 100 more than it should be. But I'm getting 1 year warranty, which I kind of value these days. I had a few broken cameras before, and it's kind of nice to have that. So, of course, it's natural to try to compare it with the ZF. And they are kind of similar. So this is like the big boy version of the FM2. But also I ordered a lens that just arrived, and since it's quite cold outside, it's just defrosted. So I can put it on and see what it feels like. This would be actually the first time I put a lens on this one. So let's see how it is. So I have done research about the Nikon lenses, but I don't know absolutely everything about it. And I could use some help if there are some Nikon veterans out there could put some tips in the comments. So what I got is the Nikon 50mm 1.4 AI version. Now, for me in the beginning, reading up on this, it's the whole AIS stuff was kind of confusing. There we go. But I think I got a handle of it now, and it seems, but correct me if I'm wrong, that there is absolutely no difference in practicality between the AI and the AIS, except for the 28mm lens that got a new optical formula. That's as far as I got with that. And that it is a good idea to get the AI because they are 25% cheaper than the AIS. However, what I'm thinking, which I might not know, is that the AIs are older, so there should, in theory, be a greater chance for haze and the things you get when the lenses are older, and the AIS are kind of modern. Maybe they're fresher, but I don't know. This one that I got, the 50mm here, it feels good. The optics looks clean. Now the lens ring here is maybe not dampened. I don't know if that's a Nikon thing, that they should be, they are a little bit loosey, or if it just needs a CLA. Because I compare it to my Pentax lenses, which feels absolutely fantastic. You got the It's like super dampened and really nice, and this feels a little bit more, it's very much looser. But the build and finish from the Nikon and the Pentax are kind of similar. So, yeah, let's just compare these two here. So, yeah, it's going to be fun shooting these side by side. I'm going to get an adapter and try the Nikon lenses on the ZF as well and see what it looks like. And then I can also start comparing my Pentax lenses to it. So I got a lot of Pentax lenses, and I want to build up the Nikon lenses to the same level as that, so I can do like a proper comparison. And then when I'm done with that comparison, I could maybe decide which system I like the best. I really love the Pentax. It's absolutely nothing wrong, far from it. So let's take a look here at the Pentax. That's the MX and that's the LX. And well, the MX, it's just great because it's so small and tiny. And if you get the M lenses, usually really high quality, and some are absolutely exceptional, I think. So that's something I'm really curious to see if, for instance, the 50mm 1.7 is one of my favorite lenses of all time from the Pentax line. If Nikon can come anywhere close to that, would be interesting. Now this one has, it's got a good viewfinder, but it's a little bit sensitive to the angle. It can be a little bit hard sometimes to see how to focus. Now this, so far the viewfinder is just amazing. It's really, really good. And the same thing goes with the LX. It's got, well, it's a world-class viewfinder. It's super nice. Now the problem with my LX is that the light meter is starting to act up a little bit, and these are notoriously hard to repair, so I'm a bit bummed about that. If any of you know which are the legendary lenses to get, which ones are you should avoid, would much appreciate that kind of help in the comments below. Now I have figured out that a lens like the 50mm 1.4 is a good lens. I don't know about the 1.2 if it's worth having. Some people say it's maybe a little bit maybe it's just overpriced. So, and of course the 105 f2.5, has a legendary status. But how does it actually compare to the other ones? I think there's like a 2.8 out there, same focal length, and are they better or worse? I have no idea, but if anybody knows anything. And I'm also looking into getting a 20mm, and there are at least 3 versions, an f4, 3.5, and a 2.8. And it can be kind of hard to decide which one of those to get. So yeah, if you help me getting a head start on that, I would be much appreciative. So if you like to see what I get up to with the Nikons in the future, then please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.